Don't say don't look nervous.
Don't flex
Speak
on
up, don't put your chest out too much.
Oh yeah.
You want me to introduce?
Would you like to introduce?
Yes, it would. Just kind of makes synergistic.
It would make sense that the face of the company introduces what's going on.
5 more minutes. 6 minutes still.
It's good to go live before the actual class.
I know, we were kind of looking that way on the
There's 18 people on already.
You went live already?
Yeah, because I want to make sure. Oh,
Good
and
luck. Have fun.
I'm going to.
Don't get nervous.
Who's nervous?
Me.
okay, Johnny's
I'm
on, Wayne's
nervous for
on.
what these two
Paula's
knuckleheads are
on.
going to say or do.
Chris, say hi to Polly.
Hey, Polly, how are you?
And Anita.
Anita, hello.
Fine.
Are you going to use mics or no?
They have mics.
Where are their mics? Oh, okay, cool.
Massie, say hi to Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa.
Barb's on.
Oh, Barb.
And Heather Wilson.
It's going to be exciting. Oh, it's so good.
People are doing Instagram right now.
A lot of people. Lisa, hi Lisa.
Lisa.
Vanessa, Massie, Vanessa says hi.
Hi, Vanessa.
It's weird Vanessa didn't say hi to me.
Nadia says hi to both of you.
Hey, Nadia.
Vanessa isn't like you.
We've already got 8 people.
Bill.
And
Should
these
we-
are just,
Should we advertise this?
these are just people that,
Show it.
some of them have like 6 people watching with them. They're really awesome.
Beautiful.
Premium grade sock.
Tammy from Washington's on.
Hi, Tammy.
Tam Bam.
Chris, Peggy says you're her favorite.
Hey, Peggy.
She's talking to me.
She's also my favorite.
She's talking to me.
DJ Sire.
Hey.
What up?
Melanie says hi, Chris, Massie.
Hi.
You get the sun purpose out and you'll sign.
Which one? Yeah, of course.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
They know who he is.
This is my station.
Did you get the smoke machine out?
No, oh, and now introducing the
Yeah,
one,
the
the
air
only.
conditioner's bumping it. Somebody's just moving the camera.
That's downstairs, so have Ryan turn off down there. To
Cassidy's on. They're coming on left and right. Somebody say we'll get started here in a few minutes.
So we're gonna get started here in just a couple of minutes, guys.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. You don't want music?
Tina,
You
or
want
Chris, do
music
you have
on?
a cousin named Tina?
We could be talking the whole time.
Chris,
It's
do
like on low.
you have a cousin named Tina?
I mean, I do now.
Cousin Chris.
Hey. Oh, it's no, it's 15 Tina.
Chris, Tina Lorraine.
How old are you, Chris?
30. I mean 21.
How old is Massie?
32?
I didn't get some drinks before you were conceived.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking I was born in 21.
Uh-oh.
2. That was 2. 22, 23, making drinks.
1 minute.
1 minute. Got your notes? Sir? I'm ready to see this. Born ready for this.
You got 4 microphones.
No.
2 for each.
Okay.
Just open that in front of people. Give them the pop, give them the thing, give them the sizzle.
You guys can go, I guess, whenever you're.
They want the sizzle.
Free mom free Sunday month. Do you work Sunday?
I won't be here this weekend. I know.
This is your chance of
This is
fame
my
and
first
glory.
weekend off since February.
No, you lie. You went.
3 weeks of
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't count.
Yeah. Get over here. Let's get started.
5:30, okay.
Ready? Well, welcome everybody out there in Wilson Creek land. One of our core values, I'm Bill Wilson, one of our core values is dare to think differently. And we're doing a little mixology class because sometimes we get bored with the wine that we have every single day. This started many moons ago and we only had 6 or 7 different wines, but now we got like 67 different wines. But we kind of mix and play with them a little bit to see what tastes good for you. And people think that's kind of weird, but yet winemakers actually mix and play with the various different types of wine together or different crops that they put on different hillsides. So it's not uncommon, but what these guys are going to be doing with our wine is completely mind-blowing, and it's so fun to watch these guys just blossom and come alive. When they came up with this idea on their own, and it's just got some traction. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Massie.
Hello.
If you guys don't know who Massie is, you've never been here before, and then Mr. Big Chris. Watch out. So I'm going to get the hell out of the way. Might come back a little bit later, never know. Got a couple special guests. They're going to be making some things. It's going to be a lot of fun. So have at it, guys.
Perfect. Thank you everybody for joining us. One of the reasons we wanted to do this is because every so often when we have new sparkling wines come out, we go ahead and experiment, and we like to mix a few of them together. And every once in a while, one of them will hit. And so as members and guests come in all the time, we go ahead and experiment with them, get their feedback, and they start falling in love with some of these mixes. And every so often, when we have our wine club members call in or guests call in to buy wine on the phone, they ask about the mixes that we make. And a lot of times, we don't have those answers over the phone to give them. So it's going to be a perfect way to showcase some of our most popular wines, and hopefully you guys like them.
Yeah, here we go. So we're gonna do a couple of champagne, sparkling wines, a couple white mixes, then we're gonna get into some cocktails. Again, like Bill said, we're gonna have some special guests. Let's start the show.
Perfect.
Alrighty, mix number 1. So we're gonna start you out slow. I'm gonna put the training wheels on for you. Very simple mix, 2 parts, 2 ounces. It's gonna be 1 part peach Bellini, which is one of our top selling sparkling wines we have at the winery. And it's gonna be 1 part sangria. Now the secret to this is it's all in the Prizo, guys. And that's it, there you have it. Let me do it again, replay. Half peach, half sangria.
Perfect.
There you have it.
The cool thing with the peach is our almond sparkling is what we're known for, and the peach, I believe it gives it a run for its money quite a bit. And every time you come and you try different sparkling wine, you pick up certain characteristics that these wines have, and a lot of times they're unique to you. With this one, for me, the peach in particular, growing up, my favorite candy in the world was those peach gummy candies, little peach rings. And so even when I smell this wine, immediately it reminds me of that. So we took our sweet red sparkling, the sangria, and we mixed them together, and it immediately, so simple, but became such a big hit with us. Cheers. So the peach and the sangria mixed together, half and half. And one thing to keep in mind as well, with some of these sparkling wines, when you guys have make these mixes, you can always play around with them to control the sweetness and whatnot. I personally love to put a little bit of Brut in some of these sweeter mixes because I don't have the palate that actually gets along with some of the sweet wines too well. So I always crack on a bottle of Brut as well, and the more you add, the more it's going to kill the sweetness. It'll maintain the aroma and some of the flavoring, but it'll just tone down that sweetness level for you. So that was the first one.
For those of you who don't know about our Brut, this will be our dry sparkling. Again, like Massie said, add a little Brut, tone the sweetness down, there you have it. Alrighty, moving on.
Got this guy right here.
So mix number 2, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna do a sparkling wine as well as a white wine. So again, very simple. Anyone can do this at home. 2 parts, 2 equal parts. I'm gonna go with our coconut, which is one of our newer sparkling wines. Came out with this, what, 4 or 5 years ago? Which would be roughly 4 or 5 years ago. A lot of us have worked here a long time. I've been here 9 years, folks. Mossie's been here, what, 4 or 5?
4 years.
6, 4 or 5, 6 years Mossie's been here. So again, 1 part coconut. It's gonna be 1 part Moscato.
The coconut that we have here, to me, gives off like pina colada-ish kind of kick to it.
Bit of a pina colada vibe.
And then the Moscato gives like a tropical Hawaiian pineapple taste, and so they actually complement each other very well. Makes you feel like you're laying out on a beach in Maui or something. And very, very tropical. And this one, cheers, guys.
Perfect for sometime.
You can garnish with a pineapple even. You add some pineapple juice with this one. Or get the just pineapple juice from the store. It doesn't have to be like the cocktail one, but it goes pretty well together. You actually mix a little bit right now too. Cheers, guys.
And there you have it. Alrighty, moving along. So the next mix, we're gonna turn up the heat a little bit. We'll do a combination of 2 sparklings, 1 still white. We're gonna throw a little fruit in there as well. So once again, we're gonna use the peach.
So I'm putting a little bit of raspberries in here. I cut up some strawberries earlier, and then I'm gonna place a little bit of these pre-cut up peaches as well.
That's gonna be good.
So the peaches go really well in there, and then I'm actually gonna add a little bit of ice too once he does his, once he mixes the wine together. It's gonna be really nice. It's like a homemade little sangria style for you guys. You can do this at home. You can always add brut, like I said earlier, to tone down the sweetness, or you can add some Sprite or like a sweeter sparkling Moscato even if you want to sweeten it up a little bit. But the 2 wines we have, the orange sparkling and the peach.
Orange sparkling, peach, orange mimosa flavored. Kind of tastes like a mimosa without the citrusy orange juice, we'll call it. You want to top that with that? Yeah.
And then for the red wine that we're going to put in there is going to be our Cab Zin. The Cab Zin that we have here is probably our top selling red of all the reds that we have. Low tannins, a lot of rich fruit and berry characters, very easy drinking. And it's the only red wine on property that we actually sell regularly at room temperature and chill because of how light and fruity it is. So even on a hot summer afternoon, if you're a red wine drinker, but you don't want to drink white wine, this would be a perfect option for it.
A bit of a sweeter finish to it as well. Not going to be as full bodied as some of our other reds we have here.
And there you have it. A homemade sangria style for you guys. Raspberries, peaches, strawberries, the peach Bellini sparkling, and the orange with a little bit of a Cab Zin.
The third one's for the bystanders.
Cheers, man. All right. And the cool thing is, after a while, as the food is sitting inside the wine, when you're done with your glass, you actually end up having all this fruit left over. So you have like wine fruit. So you can just go ahead and eat that too before you make your next batch.
This one's good.
I think it's time for the
Hang on, I'm not done with this one.
up. You're always so slow.
Sorry, that was good.
It's like when we travel, you know, I'm like 4 feet in front of him all the time. Always getting stopped at TSA and getting security
I like
checked.
to cruise. I like to cruise. Excuse me.
Just late to our parties. Just
Fashionably.
late to work.
Fashionably.
All right, we need a.
Alrighty. This next one, a lot of you are going to know, especially if you've been members for a while. As soon as we find the ingredients. Alrighty, so this next one,
They know the name.
it's been through many names. It is known as the unicorn. So this is going to be 2 sparklings. It's going to be the almond and the peach.
I don't think I go a single shift without hearing somebody ask for the
Everyone
unicorn.
loves the unicorn. I need the unicorn. But we like making it. So it's going to be the almond sparkling wine, peach sparkling wine, and the world famous white Cabernet. For those of you who don't know, I believe we are the only winery who makes a white Cabernet in Temecula Valley. This is one of our top sellers. Just right on top. Again, equal parts, three
Equal
parts.
Very easy.
Real easy to
White
make.
cab in there, and you got yourself the famous unicorn that everybody asks for. If you've not had this, I strongly encourage you guys to come up to the bars, ask us for the unicorn.
Get out here. Get
and
out
we'll
here.
go
Come get
ahead
it.
And yeah, exactly.
Bill, unicorn? Anyone? Unicorn?
Right there for the bystander.
Hey.
Over there.
He'll never say no.
Can you get there? Good. Good.
This is for the camera lady.
Cheers, guys. So remember, almond, peach, and white cab equal parts. So next time you guys come up and ask, this is exactly what it is.
All right, this next one we're getting a little fancier on here.
So this one I actually learned of through one of our guests here. They came up and they just threw a couple suggestions, and of course we're squinting our face, saying no, that doesn't sound good, no, that doesn't sound good. And they actually made me take our sangria sparkling and our Decadencia chocolate port. Fortified wine, some brandy, about a little over 18% of the alcohol with that one, strictly dessert style. We do have a wine similar to this one on the menu. It's called the Almontini. And the Almontinis are almond sparkling with our chocolate Decadencia port. So what this guy asked me to make, and which actually ended up being really good, is our sangria sparkling. So I would do probably 3 parts sangria and 1 part Decadencia, unless you want it a lot sweeter.
It's about a 3-to-1 on the Almontini. Some people like it a little bit.
Pour the chocolate Decadencia in there, and the very first sip I took, it took me back to when I was a child and reminded me of those little chocolates that you get with the cherry liqueur inside. And I remember growing up hating those because I feel like my parents playing a joke, having a box of chocolates out, we taste those and they're absolutely awful. But now as I'm older, I tried this and it immediately took me back to when I was a little kid. And it's perfect for dessert.
So Massie, somebody asked if you could give them the names so they know what to ask for.
We haven't gone that far yet. We need it. It's a large staff and don't want to have a
Why
monopoly.
don't you tell them to give us a name for it?
Yeah, or they can come up with it, yeah.
Hey, it's interactive now.
Whoever can come up with the best name.
Hey, name contest?
Yeah, exactly.
Name
Let's have a
contest.
with
Uh-oh.
this. We've got the unicorn down, and so we've got 3-4 others.
Got
that
the
you guys can come up with the
unicorn.
name
Yeah, we
of.
need 3 more.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm glad you asked.
This one. I don't know what they're called, but it was with the cherry liqueur inside. Oh yeah, I would hate them growing up. But
I
now
feel like
can
I'm
get
6
this.
again. This is
And it's a
great.
perfect dessert style wine as well. So even in replacement of the Almontini that you guys will get usually finished with that one, you can try this one. It's actually really, really good. Especially with a piece of chocolate, some dark chocolate especially. It will go very well with
Which
this.
we also have here.
Okay. So guys, whatever you guys think would be perfect names for these wine concoctions, please send them in and we'll actually pick the best ones and we'll go ahead and
And we're going to
name them.
read all the comments
Yeah.
on here too,
We'll-
so
we'll,
feel free.
We'll name them, and then that way you guys can comment. I'm sure everybody will be notified of what the names are, so we all get on board, and they can just come up, ask for a name of a wine, and we'll make a little mix for them.
People are already submitting. Someone said a cherry teeny.
Cherry tea.
Cherry teeny, I like it.
I like that one.
Okay.
Cherry tea sounds
Okay.
good. Cherry tea.
We'll do some sort of contest for you.
Promises.
Bill
Okay.
loves his contest, guys.
You'll get the wine.
Hey, you heard it here first.
These are the most popular mixes that we make on a regular basis. Day in and day out, people come in and they'll even watch us make some little mixes behind the bar. They get intrigued, they look over, they want to know what that is, and then we'll introduce them to these, and they end up falling in love with them. So that's why we went ahead and did this. Now, as a special guest, couple guests that we have, they'll be joining us in a second, we went ahead and decided to make kind of like wine spritzers, little cocktails using our wines here, something that you guys can actually enjoy at home and do them yourselves. We don't have them available here, but I still think it's gonna be really fun to actually go to the store, get these, and maybe you guys can come up with your own little mixes and submit them, and we can try them out and see how they work out. But we will be doing 4 wine cocktails for you guys as well. Would you like to start?
Oh, we got questions? Questions?
Somebody asked, what is a Mr. T?
Ooh. Mr. T is still in the works. We're not going to be demoing that today. However, maybe episode 2, Mr. T, put it on the list.
What is it?
I can't tell you until episode 2. It's a surprise.
Okay.
It's actually Ryan.
Right.
Oh, Ryan.
All right, so the first cocktail that I would actually like to do for you guys, it is called a Moscato Ginger Iced Tea. So for the ginger lovers, the iced tea drinker, it's a very, very refreshing drink that you can make at home. Very easy, and especially with the weather that we've been having, with how hot it is absolutely perfect.
Toasty. It's been toasty.
So we're gonna take a glass, we put a bit of ice in there. It's gonna be about 1.25 ounces of iced tea, unsweetened iced tea. And then from there, I decided to use ginger beer. You can actually either muddle fresh gingers, or you can use ginger ale as well. But I decided to go with ginger beer, because I love Moscow mules as well, so it kind of reminds me of that. Pour another ounce, quarter of that, and then we top it off with our Moscato. We'll do the Moscato in here, 2 parts Moscato. You can go ahead and add a lemon garnish, and you are all set. And this is the Moscato Ginger Iced Tea. It's very refreshing. I already let a few people try it, and they all have fallen in love with it. So cheers to that one. You don't get me.
Ari Mason asked, what's Moss's favorite cocktail?
Ooh, that's a great question, Ari.
I have
Thank
a
you.
very boring cocktail that I love.
Oh, here we go.
It's a vodka soda. I'm a vodka soda guy. However, I do love a good Negroni. Negroni would have to be my go-to. A couple of those, and then I can switch over to like a vodka soda, which is very boring to a lot of people. But Negronis are definitely my go-to. So I usually use like Hendrix gin or whatnot, but do that, some Campari, a little bit of dry vermouth, a little orange twist, and you're perfect. For me, it's a perfect cocktail. I'm not in the mood for a.
When he's not in the mood for White Claws, he goes
Or
Negronis.
vodka soda. Same thing, pretty much. All right, next one. May we have our first special
Alrighty,
guest here?
very special guest. This is Mr. CJ.
TJ.
Man who needs no introduction.
Over. Some space.
Gotta get all my mixing
Hey.
parts over there. Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? CJ. You know, I was talking earlier, these guys were like in a womb when I was behind a bar bartending. So that really dates me and makes me feel really old when I start thinking about that. But I know everyone knows about our wonderful Sunday brunch, our wonderful plated Sunday brunch that we're doing now. We do serve an amazing Bloody Mary. It actually comes from generations. My great grandma, I call it Grandma Jay's Bloody Mary mix. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you all the ingredients and how to make an amazing Bloody Mary. Best way to start your morning every day. We use a Sabre rice wine based vodka. It's a jalapeno wasabi flavor. Pretty tasty. It is only 24% alcohol, so you might want to go a little heavy. So I'm going to do 2 shots. Bill recommends 2. So how we're going to start this, first we're going to build it, okay? You're going to want a nice pint glass. I used a pink sea salt on this. Gives better flavor with fresh squeezed lime. So before you salt that rim, use fresh squeezed lime, adds to it. Got our mixing cup here. So like I said, what we're going to do, we're going to do 2 ounces. I'm not going to go too heavy because I might dilute this down a little bit because these guys are going to taste it and let you know how good it is. So there's your vodka. Then we're going to do a little pinch of celery salt, a little pinch of pepper. Now this is the key ingredient. My grandma probably doesn't want me to share this with you, but we've got A1 sauce beef broth and Worcestershire equally mixed. And for the spice lovers, a little creamy horseradish.
I love Bloody Marys, so I'm just watching.
And you gotta have some Tabasco in your Bloody Mary. So we're gonna do a couple splashes of Tabasco. It's gonna be spicy. And then V8 works the best in my opinion. Clamato also works well. Sorry, I don't have the top to the shaker. So if you don't have a shaker at home, you can just actually take 2 pint glasses. You're gonna mix that up, go right into, a little bit on the bar, a little bit here,
It's all
a
part of
little
the
bit
show.
there. It is. It's been a while. I told you it's been a while since I was bartending. They weren't even born yet. But I still remember how to do it. There's your Bloody Mary. Throw a couple olives in there, some bacon, shrimp, a little celery, and a squeeze of lime. Enjoy.
And we have this available here.
Yes, we
on
do. We
Sundays.
have this available on Sundays.
Perfect.
Yeah, so come on out. Cheers, everybody.
Jalapeno wasabi.
Give it a try, Chris. See what you think.
Drum roll, please.
Get out here for the brunch. I promise you won't regret it.
Give me that.
Yeah, it's spicy, isn't it?
It's nice.
I can,
It's nice.
Yeah, I can see that
I
one.
like it though.
Lassie, is that legendary?
Oh yeah, hold on.
He would. I knew he was going to do it.
I like it. It's good.
All right. What you guys got next?
What do we got to next?
All right. So I'm gonna. I've got one more. I got another one for you guys. This one's kind of cool. So Sabe.
Can you explain it a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, I know it's gluten-free. It is a rice vodka, and it is jalapeno and wasabi flavor. But Sabe is the brand. It's like when East meets West. I think that's their logo they have. The actual.
It's like when East comes to Wilson Creek, and then we make Bloody Marys out of them.
Let me get the other way. So,
And then, I know we asked Massie what his favorite cocktail is, but now Shelly, Shell of 7 wants to know what Chris' favorite cocktail
Shelly wants to know what my favorite cocktail is. Oh my gosh, Shelly. Thank you for asking. I mean, I guess it kind of depends where I'm at. I mean, I'll slam vodka sodas with the best of them, but you know, maybe I feel like getting fancy with the Jack and Coke, you know? Oh, thanks, Shelly.
okay, so this next one, I saw this one online a little while ago, and I thought it was interesting because, like I said, I love Negroni. So Campari is one of the main ingredients in a Negroni. So when I saw this one, I thought it was quite interesting. So what we do is you either take some sugar, or in this case, some simple syrup. Put a little bit, maybe like a teaspoon of simple syrup in there. I have some just aromatic bitters. Put a couple dashes in there. And then we just top it off with some Brut sparkling. So pour a little bit of Brut in there. If you want it sweeter, you can always substitute this for either our peach, or if you come across like a sparkling Moscato or something along those lines. But I prefer to use the Brut for this one. Once you fill that up. Oh, got it. Perfect. All right. Pour the Brut on top, and then from there, it's a little bit of Campari. Put a splash of Campari in there, and that is called a Midnight Kiss. And what I will actually do as well is put a little bit of one raspberry in there, top this off, some more Brut. Very simple, something you can do at home anytime. And there you have it, a Midnight Kiss. Especially for those Negroni lovers. Cheers, guys.
Ah, that's nice. It's really nice.
It's delicious. Good. So that one's down. We have one very special one for you guys now.
Here we go. Here we
Bill
go.
came in and immediately just pulled some ingredients
Cue the Rocky
out,
soundtrack.
and he did a great concoction for us, and we are all loving it.
All right, I saw what they were making, and it was a version of something that is one of my favorite cocktails, and it's called the Painkiller. So if you ever go down to the BVI's, you will know what a painkiller is. And it's typically Pusser's Rum, which was the original one, pineapple juice, orange juice, cream de cocoa with a little nutmeg. But here at the winery, we're going to do a little. My goodness, this is a mess up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, CJ came up and completely just.
These guys are going at it up here. So we're going to do it with a little wine because we have our coconut and we have our orange, and what we don't have is pineapple yet, but there are some other wineries down the road that have pineapple. So we'll do a little coconut, And we'll do a little orange. I told you guys need to do 3 glasses because there's audience members out there that want to drink as well. We'll make it 4. Heck, why not?
Hey.
There we go.
The rice rum.
All right, and let's see. We got to do your. Where's the pineapple juice? There it is. Throw a little pineapple juice in there. A little orange, a little coconut. Where's the?
Rice.
Here's the rice rum. They kind of make it in all sorts of rice, rum, tequila, vodka. It's not enough, but that's okay. It gives you the idea. Then we garnish that with Negative. We garnish that with a little nutmeg on top, and that's the secret ingredient right there is nutmeg. Yes. Boom, bam. By the way, this goes really good with bacon and eggs in the morning. But let me tell you, be careful as you start drinking this in the morning because you can have quite a few of these and not know where you are in the afternoon. So be careful as always. Cheers. Don't ever drink and drive. Hey, boat. Now that's pretty darn close to the actual true painkillers. So they created that. I kind of jumped in last minute, said, "Oh no, we got to do the painkiller, but with champagne style." So anyway, cheers all. I'm going to let you guys finish up. You guys are doing a great job.
Oh,
thank you. This
thanks,
is kind of
boss.
fun.
Cheers, thank you.
It exceeded my expectations when they first said, we want to do this. I'm like, uh-oh. And they did a great job.
What he
Did
usually
great.
says to us.
One thing that, since I'm up here, I do have to make Rosie's Blend.
Of course.
That is the original cocktail, the original mix that we started with. No. And that's just purely, where's the wine glass? Right here. It's just real simple. It's half brut, half almond, and that was the first ever mix that we did with the champagnes going back 20 years ago when we first started this. And we call this Rosie's Blend because the almond was a little too sweet for her, so she cut it with the brut. And so from there, it's turned into a whole crazy mixology session with you guys. So cheers all, cheers to you guys. I'll let you finish up while I finish this.
And for those of you who don't know who Rosie is, that is Bill's mother and the matriarch of the winery.
All right, so I'm going to try this one real quick.
Yeah, that's my
And then we'll
mom's
get
one too.
down to more business. Cheers. Thank you. So there you have it, guys. We wanted to take some time and go over what we do here at the winery, aside from the wines that are available to you guys that are listed on the menu. We are working at a winery, but we also love to get creative behind the bar and make little mixes. And these
Step
are
outside the box a little bit.
pretty much it. And even at home, we'll take some of these sparkling wines. We'll collaborate, do a little collaboration with some of the spirits that we have out there, and we can come up with something great. So if you guys have any other suggestions, or if you guys have the names of some of the concoctions that we made, please send them in, and we would love to entertain those. And maybe we can go ahead and pick one. So Cherry Teeny.
Cherry Teeni's on the list.
I think that's a winner. Cherry Teeny.
Cherry Teeny.
That was a winner for one of
It
those.
matches with the chocolate almond teeny.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
We'll review all suggestions. We'll announce a winner sooner or later.
And with that being said, any of the sparklings that you guys saw, the mix that you guys saw us do over here today, you guys can go up until this Friday and purchase a case of wine, any 12 bottles of your choice. And if, as long as you use the code Mixology, we'll go ahead and offer you guys free shipping on the wine. So you guys can purchase these and make them at home for yourselves. If you guys have a party, birthday party, bachelor party, anything going on, bridal shower, these will be fantastic.
Wow. Did you say free shipping?
Yes, I did say free
You
shipping.
said free shipping.
On a case of wine.
On a whole case, guys.
Yeah. Another reminder, we are open until 8 p.m. now, Fridays and Saturdays. The restaurant is open, available as well, and so is the tasting room, which is really exciting. You guys can come out here, property is packed, it's a great time, great vibes, and we will also, going back to the wine recipes, we will have them available for you guys on our wine blog on our website. So you guys can access those at any time in case you guys were not able to keep up with us. Go ahead.
Yeah, and like Bill mentioned earlier, we want this to be fun for everyone who comes to Wilson Creek. That's what we're about here. We want everyone to enjoy their time at Wilson Creek. That's what we predicate our business on. And
If you're not leaving with a smile, we didn't do something right.
everyone leaves here with a smile. That's we pride ourselves on that.
That's the goal. We're here to enhance lives and make sure everybody leaves happy, and we'll do a little cheers to that.
That being said,
Thank you very much for joining us. We had a wonderful time with you
our
guys.
first mixology class.
Cheers.
We did okay.
Till next time, guys.
Till
Hopefully
next
we'll be
time.
using some of your concoctions next time.
Thank you so much.